Good afternoon, Year 2, and welcome to your geography lesson this week. I'm going to share my screen and let's get started. So our big question this afternoon is, how can I show my local area on a map? So we're going to use observational skills to create a map. And how can I show my local area on a map? Again, is our big question. So first of all, let's do our just check-in from last week. First question, what is an aerial map? So that's what you looked at last week. Can you draw what a chair could be represented? How can you draw what a chair could be represented as on an aerial map? So what could you use to what shape or picture could you use to represent a chair on an aerial map if you're doing a map of your classroom or your home? Name 2 landmarks in London, and is Reading, where we live, a continent, a country, or a town? Okay. Pause if you need to and answer these questions. Off you go. Okay, fantastic. So an aerial map is a map from above. So it's a map that's taken from above, and it's what the area looks like from above. So if you were looking in this air and you were looking down on the ground, what you would see. You could use loads of different shapes. I think I would probably use a triangle to show a chair. It looks a little bit like a chair because you put the legs on and things like that. So all the different triangles could show the different chairs, but it's up to you what shape you could use. 2 landmarks in London. There's loads that you could have written. So remember, you can always send us them at the Year 2 email. But I'm going to put the London Eye, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and Trafalgar Square. Trafalgar Square. Okay. Well done, everyone. Okay, fantastic. And is Reading a continent, a country, or a town? The answer is a town. And it's in a country, in a continent. In the country is England, and the continent is Europe. So well done if you've got all of those correct. Fantastic. Right, so here we have some maps, and these are city maps. So this is a map of central London. This is another map of central London, and over here is a map of Leeds. What can you see in these pictures? What can you see? What can you see? And I'll zoom it in a little bit so maybe you can see it a little bit clearer. I'll make it a little bit bigger. You're going to see a bit better. What can you see on this map of central London? Pause the screen and make a list of the things that you can see. Okay, so we've got things like we've got a cafe, we've got street names, we've got different kinds of shops, a bookshop and a clothes shop. We have got the different traffic lights and the different ways the streets go and the names of the streets. And over here, you can see again, we've got streets, we've got a cross, that probably means that there's a church or something there. It's a theatre. But what we need is we need a key, because we need to know what these pictures mean and what these pictures show us, okay? Now, these are towns and village maps. They're even harder to sort of read. If I go a bit closer in, what can you see? What can you see in these pictures? Okay, again, pause the screen and make a list of what you can see. Okay, so again, we've got names of areas, names of key places. So Little Thurrock, we've got the Chalk Quarry, we've got a village over here, so we've got a lodge that you can see, and maybe these pictures are like an aerial view again of houses and different buildings that are in the city or in the centre. So, maps are smaller than the place they represent. They are shrunk down and simplified to show key features in an area. So it wouldn't show every single house, but it maybe would show a few houses to show this is a housing area. Or it might have a really small square that shows a big space for a hospital. So this map here is of an area, and we've got some key things, some P's. We've got this over here. We've got a plane, we've got like a little tent, we've got some wiggly blue line, and then we've got some brown and some white and some green. What do you think this map is showing us? And what do you think the different colours and symbols mean? So pause the screen and write down what you think now. Okay, well done. So this is a map of a place called Riverdale. It's hard to put lots of information on a map and make it easy to read. So maps often use symbols to show the important features. These are called key features. These maps will have a key to help you read it. The key below shows you what all the symbols mean. So the orange bit, or the kind of browny orange bit, is a residential area, and that means where there's lots of houses and where people live. The plain is an airport. The tent down here in this corner is a campsite. The green is a park. The H is a hospital. The blue squiggly line is a river. The white lines are roads, and the P's are car parks. So from this, that's all the information that we can get using the key. Okay. So can you now have a look and see if you can find the car parks? Where are the parks to spot? Okay, so that should be where all the P's are. And can you find the airport? Where is the airport? Using the key, where is the airport? Right up there. So these keys and these symbols really help us. So now we're going to look at a map of our local area and see if we can find our school. So here is our map. Can you find our school? Pause the screen if you need to. And what else can you spot that is in our local area near our school? Off you go. Okay, well done. So here, right here is the Palmer Academy. So here's our school, and then you can see this green bit is our playing field and our grounds around our school. Other things I can see is I can see the pharmacy over here where we can go and get medicines and things we need. We've got the roller blinds where if we need any blinds for our house. We've got a car park where if we're missing cars from our parts, we can go there. And we have got a barber's as well, so a hairdresser's for men. So fantastic if you've got all of these things that you can see and some of these things you may know around. And we can also see some of our street names. So we've got Cedar Court, we've got Rowley Road, we've got Elgar Road, we've got Lincoln Road, we've got all the different parts. Okay, so if you have time, and if it's not too cold, because it is snowing today, go for a walk with a grown-up around your local area and write down all that you can see, okay? Don't obviously go off on your own or anything like that. Wait for your grown-up. And then download this sheet, which can be found on Teams under the foundation subjects in the geography file. And you can write down all the things that you can see on your journey, okay? And what you can see as you go on your walk, ready to put them on your map. But if you can't go on a walk, because it is very cold, I'm going to stop sharing now and I'm going to share a video with you of Reading, and you can use this to get all of the ideas of the things that we need to put on our map that are in Reading. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, and now I'm going to share a video that you can watch. Okay, ready to know all the things that you can find in Reading. Okay, well done. We've seen that video. I'm going to now get back to our lesson and share our normal screen.
Grammarly does more than catch error.
Okay, so we've looked at that video, and if you've been on a walk, brilliant. So what things did you see? What do we need to put on our map? So if you haven't already, make a list now of all the things we need to put on a map, either on paper or you can download that worksheet from Teams. Pause the screen and have a go now. So I have got the things that we need to put on the map. We've got the cinema, we've got a train station, we've got shops, we've got restaurants, we've got roads, we've got a church, we've got Forbury Gardens. There's loads of different things and loads more that we need to put on our map as well. So well done. So in Foundation Subjects Geography, there is a template map that you can find, which is ready to fill in, and it will look just like this. It's got a space for your map of your local area and also a space over here for your key. So if you don't want to draw a church, you could just put a C in a group, in a circle, or for cinema, you may want to draw a picture of a movie or something like that. And you can then, on your key, make sure that people know what it means. So for example, I am going to draw, I'm going to put on my key some circles, a circle like this, and a circle like this. And just a circle like this. And in it, I am going to add an S. And then on my key, that is going to mean a shop. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to put, that means underneath, that means that is a shop. Okay, so, and then I draw all the different things that I am going to use to make my map. So decide what picture you will use to show a house or a train station like I've done for a shop. Draw them on the map, show on the key what the pictures mean, show how things link together, so show the roads and show the paths, and add colour to bring your map to life. Okay, so just like we saw on this map, if we go back a couple of spaces, this map here, this map here, it's colourful. You can really tell the difference between the different places because it's got colour on it as well. Okay, so they're your main activities today. I have also set up a stretch. So this is also on Teams as well, but it's under assignment. So it's not in the folder, it's under assignment because you can submit it on Teams and I can mark it. And basically it's got another map that somebody has created of their local area. And then you can answer the questions about it. So you've got to read the picture and then use the key and the map to find out the questions about it. And all of these resources can be found on Teams. So try and use Teams if you can, but if not, still send them to year 2 at thepalmeracademy.com. And we'll be explaining more about Teams at our meeting on Wednesday. And also, if you have any questions about Teams, please email us as well. Have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy making a lovely map of Reading, and I look forward to seeing some of the finished ones. Bye for now.